Right, here we go, Hillman.
Yeah, little Hillman. Well, big Hillman. As we all know, Hillman's really, perhaps we're not too well known for biggish cars, but here we have one. Been in the family for something like 40 years and been parked up for probably something like 30 of them, I would imagine. Part of a collection. I think we had 2 or 3 in the last sale. We've got about another 5 in this sale. The old gentleman's passed away. His son, who we're dealing with, is in no fit state health-wise to do anything much about it. So we're having them in. Now, she's a fabric-bodied car, look, as you can see. Now, don't get in there. No, I can only assume that it's a Wayman-bodied Hillman. And I'm saying that because Wayman were probably the most popular coach builders with using fabric. Usual frame, but fabric coated. Now, they were always a bit poo-pooed in the trade years back because they weren't very popular. They've now got some sort of charm about them. I don't know what it is, but they have. And let's face it, you've got very little in the way of rust problems, haven't you? But you have got 1 or 2 little problems like this. But I mean, that's easy repaired. Look, glued up and just touched up and what have you. It's one of them cars that you really must come and see it, ladies and gentlemen, because it's one that I'm not sure wants anything doing to it. I think it wants to be kept as it is. And if you can imagine this recommissioned back on the road, running nice and etc., going to a, maybe a clean-up perhaps, but that's about it. Going to a show, the immense amount of interest it would cause in this, what looks to be just about totally original condition. It's quite amazing, really. And I like the old Hillmans. They're quite a strong car, you know. This is well before Roots, of course. This is Hillman, not Roots. But there you go. Look, what a nice, good-looking little engine. You know, well, not so much little. I would think it would be about a 14 horsepower. I would think something on that sort of line. So it'll probably have a fair bit of go about it. But you know, we've said it before. Engine looks good. And I know you can't tell what the engine's going to be like until you get it running up. I do know that, but if an engine looks right, it somehow is right, you know. And this looks right to me. So I think this will turn out to be a nice little vehicle, nice little period vehicle. I would imagine 28, something like that, 1928. I haven't seen the paperwork as yet, but so lovely and original inside. It's really, really nice. Look at this. Gear change there, great big handbrake there, nice dashboard, steering controls. I just don't really think it wants anything doing to it. I really don't. I think it just wants leaving as it is and enjoying. I think you would spend an awful lot of money to make it particularly nice, and at the end of the day, I'm not too sure whether you would benefit too much, you know. So it's one of them. Come along and have a look.